To listen in now.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Liz, how are you? Nice to meet you. Hey, Liz, how are you? Nice to meet you. Down here.
Well, good afternoon. Let me welcome everyone here to City Hall. Last week Raleigh got to be named the best place to live in the country, and this week we have Clay Aiken come home, so things are going great for us. Clay, let me welcome you back to the city of Raleigh. Before we get going today, let me just say a couple words about your mom. During the American Idol contest, she was a prominent figure here in town, out at Raleigh Woods every Tuesday and Wednesday night, carrying on the crowd there, and of course cheering you as loud as anybody. And it was great to get to meet her and to know her a little bit, and just a great part of your family. So you're very much appreciated to know her and what a great citizen she is here in town.
Thank you very much.
Clay, let me welcome you back to your hometown. It's great to have you here. Not only are you a great talent, but you're getting off to the right start in terms of getting involved in charitable work from the front end. And that kind of contribution is just great to our community. Also, it's a wonderful example to the whole nation of what people who have the opportunity ought to do to help others who are less fortunate. So, Clay, we're very, very pleased to have you here. Diane Bugle, we're also proud to have you here to help get us organized. We're very, very, very pleased that we can help out. Now, Clay, we have a tradition here in the city of Raleigh. We used to give out keys to the city, and people would get those, and they'd put them in a drawer, and pretty soon they'd throw them away. But now we have a new program, and it's called Tree for the City. And what we do is we give you a certificate, and we keep the tree, and we plant a tree in your honor. And this tree is going to be planted out at Buffalo Road Park, and it's an October Glory red maple, which will be planted this fall in your honor. Because I wanted to give that to you, a tree for the city. It will always grow in your honor here.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
That's great. Okay, let me go ahead and thank all those who are working here on the Bugle Aiken Foundation. It's great to have you here. We'll have the check presented in just a moment. But your charitable work is greatly appreciated as well. With that, let me introduce Clay. And you come on, say a few words, and introduce Diane.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll start by saying how much of a thrill it is to be back home, simply because I have been away for so long, and I drove in last night from Richmond from our show, bouncing on the front seat of the car because I was so excited about coming home for the first time in so long, and so it's just a thrill to be here. And we're thrilled just to be able to have the opportunity to start this foundation today and to get it kicked off. It was an idea that I shared with others after working at the YMCA in Raleigh for so long, and unfortunately having seen so many people turned away from the YMCA or from different programs because of disabilities and the lack of training and the lack of funding for ratios. So the idea that the Bugle Aiken Foundation is to provide grants to organizations in order to help fund training of staff so that they can work with individuals with disabilities, and to possibly provide grants to families and organizations so that they can provide one-on-one care for those individuals who need one-on-one care. And the goal is to really integrate kids with disabilities, individuals with disabilities, adults too, and individuals without disabilities. Because what has been proven is the success rate not only of individuals with disabilities when they're included in programs with their non-disabled peers, their social skills go up, their ability to problem solve goes up, but also non-disabled peers who are included in programs with individuals with disabilities, are exposed to a whole new population. Kids who are in elementary school today, and they know students as those kids in the other room, and that's really part of the problem, and that's why individuals with mental disabilities have such a stigma today. And so the goal of this foundation is to help integrate everybody into a program together. And the reason it's got its name comes from a family that really had an impact on my life in many ways. I worked with a 13-year-old with autism in Charlotte while I was at school there. And the Bugle family that I worked with is really the definition of the well-oiled machine when it comes to families dealing with a child with a special need. They're strong as a family. Their love for each other and others is unmatched in families I've seen, and their ability to raise a child with a special need and to include him in programs and to include him in every opportunity possible is unparalleled as far as I'm concerned. And also, this lady right behind me was the person who pushed me to audition for American Idol. So part of the reason that I'm here today, and part of the reason that I've been fortunate enough to have the success that I've had, is because of her pushing me to do this. So the Bubel-Aiken Foundation is named in honor of the Bubel family, and this is the matriarch of that family, Diane Bubel.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.